then you'll say, what if I develop that side effect? You see how the way the thinking is going. So it's going into a negative conclusion already. So that person has decided that hepatitis B vaccination may harm him. But the truth is, it will protect him more than harming him. So the critical thinking will allow us to balance these two factors. So what is benefit risk ratio? So something is more beneficial and less risky rather than more risky and less beneficial. Your mind should automatically conclude that something that is more beneficial and less risky is good for you.
I want to talk about that one evil guy.
Yeah.
What do you, when it comes to anti-vaxxing as a concept,
Right.
have you ever thought about where it originated? Because there's another conspiracy theory attached to this, which says that if more people fall ill, the pharma industry makes more money.
See, I mean, this is in a way, if you look at how medical science has evolved and why we have vaccines now, why we have a lot of these drugs now, which prevents diseases like tuberculosis. We can cure tuberculosis now when it was killing millions centuries ago. It's because of the pharma industry. Pharma industry, we can look at it two ways. You can look at it a glass half empty, or you can look at it a glass half full. And people who love conspiracy theories will always look at it half empty. Your Rockefeller comes in, your Soros comes in. I mean, everybody comes in. And even simple doctors like me come into that picture. We are all big pharma agents and working for it. And I don't get a single penny from them. And what this has happened is that, see, we need the pharmaceutical industry because we want to produce medicines that are going to save lives. And we want them to do research and produce new molecules that will save more lives in the future. So just looking at pharma as a bad thing is, I think it's not righteous to do that. It's an inaccurate way to look at pharma because they're doing more good than that little conspiracy bad that you are thinking that they're doing. There are bad pharmaceutical practices. I'm 100%, I'm not denying it. There was one where Ranbaxy, and I think you might have heard of this book called Bottle of Lies, written by Catherine Iban. And she actually showed that this person whom I'm very good friends with him. He's also a follower and friend on Twitter, Dinesh Thakur. He actually called out Ranbaxy for doing unethical trials in Africa, where they actually gave children and adults tablets which did not contain the drug, but something like a chalk powder or something like that. It did not contain the drug, and then they made money out of it. So he was a whistleblower, and he took them to court. And they took him to court actually, saying defamation suit and all, but he won. And Ranbaxy just collapsed after that. So there are bad ethical practices in the pharma industry. 100% bad ethical practices among doctors.